Hello everyone. Today, welcome back to another Python programming tutorial. I am so excited about today's lesson because we are going to build something really cool together. Before we start, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in an argument with friends about which movie is the best? Maybe one friend says The Matrix is a masterpiece, another says Titanic made them cry, and someone else thinks Avatar changed cinema forever. We all have different way of rating a movie. So, well, today we are going to solve this problem once and for all. So, you will be using Python. We are going to build a program that takes everyone's movie preferences and calculates a definitive ranking. But more importantly, we are going to learn some fundamental programming concepts along the way. By the end of this video, you will understand how to read and process input from users. So how to use lists and dictionaries, how to calculate rankings and sort data, and how to handle ties and format output beautifully. And I will show you also how to visualize every step of the process so you can see exactly what your program is doing. So this is a skill that will serve you well in any programming career. So let's grab our favorite any like moment and relax, breathe, and let's start from understanding a problem. So, what is this problem actually we are going to solve today? So, let me walk you through the problem carefully. In programming, we should never start writing code until you are fully understand what you are trying to solve. So, let's break this down together. So, the first thing is the story. So, let's say our friend Alina loves movies. She has a good she has a group of friends who also love movies, but they always argue about which movie is best. So Alina decides to settle this scientifically. So she creates a survey, and the survey which says that Alina asks each friend to list their favorite movies in order from most favorite to least favorite. For example, a friend might write Alice, The Matrix, Inception, Titanic. Alice is rating The Matrix as the top movie, Inception as the second top, and Titanic as the least top. So this means Alice loves The Matrix the most, then Inception, and then Titanic in her least favorite among these three. You understand? So the scoring system would be like the first place gets 3 points, the second place gets 2 points, the third place gets 1 point. So if the movie is three, you rank it like this. Let's say if there are four movies, and then how you're going to rate those movies. So first place will be given to 4 points. First movie, whichever movie will be the first place. Second place gets 3 points, and the third place gets 2 points, and fourth place gets 1 point. So I'll be writing here. Let's say if the movie is if movies are three, so first gets sorry. Let's comment it out. If movies are three, then first gets 3 points, second gets 2 points, and third gets 1 point. In same way, if the movies are four, so first will get 4 points, second will get 2 points, and third will get sorry the wait, let me write it down here so you can understand. If the movies are four, movies number are four, then first will get 4 points, and second will get 3 points, and third will get 2 points, and final last one will get 1 point. So this is how we are going to rate it. I hope you understand, right? So let's remove it here. So the pattern is very simple. The first movie gets the most points, and each subsequent movie gets 1 point less. So the calculation is after collecting all surveys, we add up all the points for each movie across all friends. The movie with the highest total in the most popular, and the output will be we display movies from most popular to least popular. But here's the tricky part. If two movies have the same total points, we group them together with an equal sign. We equalize this rating for two movies if they have same equal points. So let's start to write the code. So we have opened the VS Code and we have created a file named ranking system. And in that file, I'm going to explain you, and then I'll write the whole final code with more better visualizations. So I'll call it movie rating py. I'm calling ranking system.py or movie rating.py, whatever you want, you can call. The first thing we need to do is to read input from the user. But before writing a code, let me explain a fundamental concept like how Python reads input. So when you run a program, when you type something to enter the input, Python receives it as a string. That's it, nothing else. As a text. Even if you type a number, it will receive as a text. So Python sees it as a text 5, not the number 5. So to convert text to the number, we use the int function, which is inbuilt data type function, which will convert it any kind of string to a integer value. So let's start with number. First will be we'll comment out and we'll write a receiving an input, receiving an input. In that we will be writing a number of friends which will be receiving it. How many friends will be going to rate the movies? So we'll be using our data type which is integer, and then we'll be inputting it using an input method, and we'll be writing enter the number of friends. We'll inverted comma, we'll close it, and then we will bracket it out. That's it. So we'll close the brackets, and so number of friends we are inputting it, and then so I'll be explaining it. This function waits for a user to type something and press enter. So it returns whatever they typed as a string, just as a string, whatever number, special characters, anything you type in the screen, it goes as a string. Then integer, which is int, we have initializing it. This converts that string into an integer. And number of friends, this stores the results in a variable called number of friends. So I also added a prompt message which says enter the number of friends, so the user knows what to type. So this is a good practice because always tell the users what input you want so that users can understand easily. Now we need to read one line for each friend. So each line has the format. So we'll be using like format will be like name, movie one, movie two, movie three. So name of the friend and which movie it rates first, which movie it rates the second. So I'll give an example. Let's say uh, Maxim. Maxim is going to rate the movie, let's say Titanic first, and then it will rate the Matrix second because he liked Titanic more, and it can rate Inception at the end. So you see the 3 points goes to the Titanic, 2 points goes to the Matrix, and the Inception gets only 1 point. So in we are going to write the loop for reading one line for each friend. So let's say before that we need to initialize a list for storing those values. So we call it friends movies, and we will be initializing. So the bracket, this is an empty creates an empty list. A list is like a container that holds multiple items. Think of it as a shopping list. So each item has its own indexing. And now we will writing a for loop. So for I in range number of friends, and then we go to line. We say that input. We are going to enter the friends' names for each friend one by one. So input, we'll be using input for getting it. So f string is like it says anything in the statement takes as a string. So friend, friend, wait, friend I plus one, and here we'll be writing that, write the name, movie one, movie two, and then so on. So this will be like, make it more better looking. Okay, so this is how it will be entering the format for each. We are trying to put take the single line for each friend, and then we are separating it using a split function. So we'll be using name and movies string. So both string we are going to split it. So line dot split, we'll be using it to split wherever there is a comma, like sorry, wherever there is a colon, we'll be splitting it. And then we are going to put these things into a movie variable, and this is called movies string dot sorry split, and here we'll be using a comma as a separator. Right. Okay, comma as a separator. And here we are going to use again append it all the movies into a friends movies list which we have created before. So friend movies. This is the one which we have created. Dot append, and then we write it down. What we want to append? We want to append the movies which we have splitted, and here we are going to print it out each movie. Like print f movie name colon wait colon movies, and here will be okay. So this will print it out. So let me explain. So line split method breaks a string into parts. So we splitting at a colon and space. So Alice and the matrix, the inception there becomes Alice, comma, the matrix, comma, inception in a list. And this is called like unpacking. So we are putting it, unpacking and putting one variable into name, one variable into movies, and we are trying to split it according to that. Another one is that we add the list of movies to our main list. Can see that we are using append, and this prints a confirmation message that the f before the string means it's an f string, so which allows us to insert variable directly into a string using curly braces. We don't have to use another method, so we can just do it into one single line. We are inserting the uh, data like in like we're using curly bracket braces. And then we can uh, go and add visualization for calculating the scores. So now we come to the heart of our program. So calculating scores is very important. So but before we do the calculation, let me introduce a very important Python concept, the dictionary. So a dictionary is like a phone book. In a phone book, you look up a name and find a phone number. In a Python dictionary, you look up a key and find a value. So in our case, the key is the movie name, example, the matrix, and the value is the total score for that movie. So let me create our dictionary. So our dictionary will be movie scores, and dictionary is initialized by curly braces in Python. So the braces creates an empty dictionary. So now we need to know how many movies there are. Since all friends list the same movie, we can check the length of that first friends list. So for checking the length, we use the variable. We'll use number of movies, how many number of movies are there, and we use length len as a function for calculating the length of the movies. And we'll writing friends movies index first. So we want to calculate how many movies are there for as a length of the movie, and then we know that how many movies are being calculated there. So total number of movies are being mentioned. So now let's calculate the scores. Length is like a function returns the number of items in a list. So how many items are there in the list? It will return. And now in calculating the scores, and we need to write a more core heart of the program. So first I'll write the program and then I'll explain you how it is working. Let's say print slash n call step 2, which is calculating scores. Okay, it's done. And then we will be writing a for loop for friend x movies in enumerate and okay, now we'll write print slash n is for next line. So uh, friend idx. Now score, so number of movies for movie and movies. Oh, sorry. Okay, now it's correct. So let's say if movie is not in movie scores, uh, not is not, but if movie not in movie scores, so movie scores becomes not movie scores, but movie scores. Goes to 0. Movie scores movie plus is equal to wait. Need to close the bracket. Plus is equal to score, and then we print it out for function, output of the function. So this is how we're going to print it out. So we'll be using like movie, which is less than 20, plus score. Wait, score, the total movie scores, movie. So this will print it out, and then we will be changing it the score of the previous one, next one to -1. So minus equals to 1. So I'll explain you now. So let's say enumerate function which we are using, and this is very useful function. So it gives us both the index and the value. The one means the index starts at 1 instead of 0. So friend idx will be 1, 2, 3 and extra. So it keeps going like that. Score, which is number of movies, we start with the highest score. If there are 4 movies, the first movie gets 4 points. If the another one, if the movie is not in the movie scenes, this checks if we have already encountered this movie. If not, we initialize its value to 0. Then movie score, movie plus is equal to score. This line adds the current score to the movie's total. So the plus is equals to operator means adding to the existing value. Score minus is equals to 1, we decrease the score by 1 for the next movie. So the print statement shows that happening at each step, the column less than 20 formatting ensures the movie takes name takes up 20 characters, creating aligned columns. So let's say if the friend one Kolya has Rambo, Siani, Tema, Son. So Rambo will get 4, Siani will get 3, Tema will get 2, and Son will get 1. So this is how it will be rating the movies. And visualization shows you exactly how the scores accumulate, and this is incredibly helpful for debugging. So that's why we are writing this kind of printing statements for visualizing. Now we'll display total scores with bar charts. So we will use bar chart to display total scores. Let's start with print statement for initializing what is it. Here will be the step 3. Wait, I forgot to start the call. Yes, and now slash n step 3. In step 3, we will be using uh, total scores. Sorry. Okay, and now we'll be uh, running the loop for movie total in sorted movie scores dot items key will be lambda. We'll be using lambda function. Lambda function is a one line function which can create a loop. We can use the lambda function to create a loop. Lambda x colon x 1 reverse equals to true. and wait, okay, now for loop requires a column. Then we'll go to bar, which goes to total divided by slash 2, 2. So, and then it will print movie, which is less than 20 characters, and then total, which is less than or greater than 3, which is the points, PTS points, and the bar. Let me explain clearly. So, sorted movie scores items key lambda x1 reverse true. This sorts the dictionary by value scores in ascending order. And bar total divided by 2. This creates a bar of block characters. The length is proportional to the score. So I divided by 2 so the bars don't get too long. The print statement displays the movie name, the score, and the bar. So in the part 5, we'll be sorting and grouping ties. So in this, we'll be after visualization, we'll be sorting and grouping ties. Print step 4, sorting and grouping ties. And here we'll be using sorted movies equals to sorted function, which will be sorting the movie scores and movie according to that. So movie scores or items key will be lambda. Again, we'll be using lambda function x colon x 1 reverse equals to true. And here we'll be putting it in the results. We'll be initializing a list of results. We will be storing it. We'll be storing current score, which will be none. And then will be current group. Now we'll be writing the for loop for movie score in sorted movies. We'll be using a if statement for checking. If current score is none, or score is equal to current score. So let me explain how we have written it. So sorted movies is equals to sorted. So we sort the movies by score in descending order. Results you can see here is it will hold our final formatted groups. And current score is none because this tracks the score of the group we are currently building. And current group which is a list. This holds the movie names with the same score. The loop goes through each movie in the sorted list. If the current score is none or score is equal to current score, this is true for the first movie. Or when the current score has the same score as the previous one, we add the movie to the current group. Else, this runs when we encounter a new score and we save the previous group and start a new one. So sorted current group, we sort the tied movies alphabetically and is equal to dot join. We join them with equal signs using is equal to dot join. After the loop, we add the last group. So we can say that the first iteration matrix scores 10. The current score is none is true, and the current group matrica, which is current score 10. Second iteration will be Titanic. So the score will be also 10. And in that case, 10 is equal to 10, which will be equal uh, rating. So in equal rating, we use equal sign into our output. So, and the final, you display the final results out here. So now we are going to run the code. So now we are going to run the code and we'll see how it works. So let's say we are going to run the code. Before that, I will try to have names of the movies so that I can put it there. So we are going to test it, and here we'll be using same given in the task. So you can see the 5 movies, 4 movies, 7, and then 6. So let's try here uh, Python number of friends. So 5 friends first. Now friend 1. So let me make it split it so that we can easily visualize it. The friend 1 will be Kolya. Friend 2 will be Rita. Friend 3 will be Vika. Friend 4 will be Vita. And friend 5 will be Masha. Let's see. So you can see the result Sinia, Tema, Riba, Son. Simia, Tema, Rainbow, Son. So you can see the results is coming. So in the first friends, the rainbow was the first. Second, Sinia was the first, which is 4 points. Third, Sinia was also the 4 points. Tema was also 4 points, and Rainbow was 4 points. So here you can see Rainbow got 2 times 4 points, Sinia goes 2 times 4 points, and the Tema goes only 1 time. So if you calculate, you can see that 4 here combined plus 4 here you get 7 in total because 3 and then again 3 here and 4 here. So plus 4. 3 plus 4, 7 points now. So this is how it's working, if you understand, right? So you can see the results. The results out here. It's 16 points Sinia total, 15 points Tema, and Rainbow with 11 points, and Son with 8 points. Let's test the another one. We'll clear the screen. Run again with 4. First will be Olia. Second will be Yulia. Third will be Asya. Fourth will be Ira. See the output. You can see Titanic got 10 points, Matrisha got 10 points, and Tima got 4 points. And here you can see Matrisha is equals to Titanic and Tima. Matrisha is equals to Titanic and Tima. So technically there are 2 equal points, so we are using equal here for making it equalizing it. So another one we can try is with 7. Seven friends. So first friend will be Vanya. Second friend, Ola. Third friend, Ira. And then fourth, Marina. Five, Vika. Six, Nastya. And seven, Valya. So in this, you can see the results. Results will be that Titanic, Avatar, and Matrisha as equal because 1919, and Rookie is 10 points, which is the least. So let's try another one. This is the last one, six. Go with six. First friend is Masha. Second is Dima. Third is Katya. Fourth is Pasha. Fifth, Lena. And sixth, Ira. And if you see, the three of them are getting the same points. So we are using three equal points. Equal, like Rainbow equal. So Avatar is the first. Rainbow, Senior, and Chelobek is equal. Chelobek Pauk. Chelobek Pauk. And then Ludi, X, Pila. So Ludi, X, and Pila are same. And Zelenia and Milia. Zelenia Milia is the last, which is 6 points. And first was Avatar. So you can see this is how we have created a rating simulator. And so at the end, we have created finally, after testing all the cases. And there you have it. We have built a complete movie rating analyzer with beautiful visualization. And let me quickly recap what we learned. So we have learned we used input and split for reading input to parse structured data, and we have learned the list. We use list to store multiple movies and multiple friends preferences. We use dictionaries. We use dictionaries to map movies names to their total scores. We use loops. We use the loops for process each friend's data, and we have used sorting method. And in these sorting functions, we have used sorting functions to with a column key to sort by score. So this sorting method and sorting functions we have initially used in this our project. And we used handling ties. We grouped movies with equal scores and sorted them alphabetically. And we used visualizations. We added print statement to show each steps of the process. So the visualization is especially important when you are learning to program. Being able to see what your code is doing at each step is invaluable if it helps you understand the logic and catch bugs early. So always use print. So I encourage you to run this program yourself, experiment with different inputs, try to modify the visualizations to show even more details, add error handling for invalid input, and expand the program to handle more complex scenarios. So you can try to run this program on your own end also. And I would like to say at the end that programming is a skill that improves with practice. The more you code, the better you will get. And remember, every expert was once a beginner. So thank you for so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and also like. And I'll see you for next lecture. And I hope you guys like this lecture and try to practice at your home. And as a, you can also modify this code and try to make it more better. Thank you.